What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another day in Car Mechanic Simulator with me, the Virtual Mechanic, and today's project, a brand new car from the Drag Racing DLC. This is the Arezzo Cortona, or Arezzo Cortona. I don't quite know how to pronounce that, but it looks awesome nonetheless, and I cannot wait to get stuck into it. And I already like this color scheme that's on it, the red with the gold. That may be what we end up going with, but we do have some liveries to check out a little bit later on. 196, almost 197,000 kilometers on this one. We got it from the bad auction house, and I did learn something very interesting today. If it's available from the auction house and the junkyard, you can get it from the bad auction house. If it's available from the auction house but not the junkyard, apparently you can't get it from the bad auction house. I'm very interested in that information. I did always wonder what the metric was as to why some cars wouldn't show up in the bad and some would only show up in the good, so on and so forth. Glad to know that bit of information. That'll definitely help me going forward, so thank you for that one. What engine does this have in it? This has the V12, a double overhead cam ARZ engine, brand new engine with the DLC, 520 factory horsepower on this one, and this pit is genuinely red along with the engine heads. You'll see them a little bit later on. Sadly, we probably won't see this one because I'm going to end up painting it, but I might end up going for that red because it does look absolutely incredible. Did we get a good deal on this one? Absolutely not. I bought it for 77,869 and could only sell it as it is at the moment for 60,298, losing out on 17,571, which is, in all honesty, a terrible start, but we are used to that. Hopefully we can claw that back a little bit later on with the final sale price and maybe even some profit and reward from drag racing. We are going to check out a tournament today, so we do need to get stuck into this one. So let's get it started. Let's get this over to the car wash. Let's get this one cleaned up and ready to strip everything down. Here we are then in the car wash. We know our car's white. It's very clean in all honesty, but we do want to still get it all cleaned off and ready to go. Just while we're here, I'll show you everything that's missing from that engine. If I can just open this piece here. There we go. As you can see, yeah, there's not a lot on there. Quite a considerable amount is missing from that engine. We will check it out a little bit more. Let's get the interior done. Let's get it back on the lift and get what's left of that little engine ripped out, ready to strip down. And actually, this bodywork looks a lot worse since we cleaned it. I kind of wish we didn't clean it. It looked a little bit better. But there we go. It is what it is. Let's start stripping everything down and get this one all shiny and new. Car's up in the air. Let's get underneath and check for that oil pan. I'm pretty sure it is missing. Yes, it definitely is. That is an absolute beast of a block, which means we don't need to drain the oil. So let's get underneath. It is rear wheel drive, so we need to get these rear wheels off. So I'm just going to crack on with that. There we go. Rear wheels and drive axles out. Let's go for the gearbox. It does look like we are missing the starter just there. Let's add that to the shopping list so we don't forget it. There we go. That is X on the PC keyboard and mouse. I don't know what it is on consoles, I'm afraid, but there is a button that will tell you. So let's get this gearbox out of there. Out you come. Nice and easy. Off you go. Not much to this engine at all. And that should be everything we need to rip out to get that block out of there. So let's get this one down on the ground. The crane is now much further away. We are using the first lifter to protect the Dream Mustang. I love this car. Absolutely beautiful. But let's get the crane over. Wrong lifter. Over to one. Let's get the trunk opened up and get that one ripped out of there. Out you come. Nice and easy. Is it still called a trunk when it's rear-engined, or is it just called a rear clamshell? I don't know on that one. Answer me in the comments below. If it's rear engine like this, do you still call that a trunk? A trunk lid, for example? Or is it just called rear clamshell? Love to know, because this is called a front clamshell, but it would be called a hood or a bonnet in the UK. So there we go. Still would be called a bonnet if it was not got an engine underneath it. But that is what it is. Let's get inside. I don't know why I came out of there. We want to go and see what we've got going on in this engine bay. Although I'm pretty confident everything is missing. So let's just have a look. Yes, we are missing absolutely everything. So we're missing the rear exhaust section, which is, that's all one piece by the looks of that. That's good. And then the two front exhaust sections there. We've got two air filters here missing, the power steering reservoir missing, and the coolant reservoir missing as well. What have we got? Up here, we've got a Type B ECU, and then two fuel tanks, probably with an additional fuel pump. I say probably, definitely with an additional fuel pump as well. Let's jump down the front. What have we got? Wishy-washy reservoir, a brake servo. There's the fuse box down there, a battery, ABS pumper module, and a radiator, potentially with a fan housing kit laid down. That looks awesome. Is that, if we go in there, can we would be able to see it there as well. That's pretty sweet. I like that. That's just sitting on the top there. That's quite a nice little touch, but not what we're here for now. We know all of that's missing. I'll get on with that later. Let's see what we've got going on with this front suspension then as we get this off. Out you come. Nice and easy. So it is a double wishbone. We do have the sway bar end link, the inner and outer tie rod as well. We've got the shock there. We've got the hub bearing and the hubcap. The wheels are on. That is normally a good sign. Both rubber bushings there as well. Fantastic. On the other side, both rubber bushings are there. We've got the sway bar end link. We've got the inner and outer tie rod and the hubcap and bearing. That is all there. Absolutely fantastic. I do love that. Pretty confident this is all here. We obviously did have the drive axles for both sides. I did pull them out and the wheels. And the rest of that looks like it's just what would be missing. So we know we've got the drive axle. We've got the bearing. We've got the double wishbone. That is all looking there on that side. Over to this side. Check the bearing. Yes, the bearing is there. That all looks complete as well. Absolutely fantastic. So I need to get now all of this stripped off. I don't need to strip anything out from the engine bay because it is what it is. Get the engine stripped down and then we'll work on the bodywork of this beautiful Arezzo Cortona, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to go get it all back together before we head over to the paint shop and check out the liveries they have included with this beautiful, beautiful car. That's everything repaired, replaced or upgraded, ready to go back on our beautiful little Cortona, however you want to pronounce that. Looking stunning, but we need to strip this one down. And if you look, you can't take the lights out with what looks like the whole front end on. So the front bumper, can I take it out now? No, we still need to take out the front clamshell. And then we can grab the lights there. There we go. Out you come. No windscreen on there. Let's just grab this door. That brings all of that out in one piece. Lovely jubbly. Out you come there. What else have we got here? Rear clamshell. Off you come. It doesn't look like there's anything in there. One tail light. And the rear bumper there. Is that everything? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's spin around. Let's just go in and grab the interior out. Probably not going to stick with this interior. Probably am going to change it, but keep it very similar. Out we come there. Let's have a look. Is that everything? That's down to 1%. That's a good sign. And we have got everything. Fantastic. Now, frame-wise, we are at 33%. Not too bad. And I paid $77,000 for it. So I'm going to say the repair cost is going to be $1,500. $3,000. Way, way, way off. But never mind. Let's check out the shop for this beautiful little car. We've got it here. That's all your base stuff. Very simple, very straightforward. But we do also have the body tuning shop for each of the new 4 added cars. So we've got a bumper B, a clamshell B, headlights B, taillights B, and a rear bumper B. Now, we don't have the GTO version. I think it's the GTO version. I'm not 100% sure on that. We don't have the actual special version. We've just got the normal one. But we're going to turn it into it. We are going to be giving it all of these cool performance part or additional parts today, hopefully to increase the value of this one. But we shall see. That is this one looking absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go repair what I can repair, buy what I need to buy, get it all back together. We'll do that and then head over to the paint shop. I'm looking forward to this one. See you in a minute. Time to get this body all back together, looking absolutely fantastic before we head over to the paint shop. I have kept a few bits just so I can show you some differences. For example, wrong headlight. Let's go to the other side. For example, these headlights. This is the B headlight. This is the A headlight. We'll just throw the A one in very quickly just so you can see the bit of difference there. Slightly bigger on the inside, smaller on the outside there. Looking fantastic. Let's just get you out or you come and put the correct one back in there. We want that one in there, looking fantastic. The front clamshell, you've got 2 different types. That's the B, that's the A. The difference is this vent here. You can see it. We'll throw that one on. It is still bad condition. It doesn't have that vent there. Take you out and then throw the other one back in. There we go. And now you can see it's got that big vent in there. Looking absolutely incredible. Front bumper. I won't throw the other one on, but you can see the difference. Bit of a scoop in there. And obviously you've got these vents here at the side with a much bigger opening on the grille there. Looking awesome. Let's just carry on around. On you go, in you go, on with the windows, on with that mirror there. We'll move around to the back. Rear clamshell was just the one piece, so in you go. We'll also get the trunk window in there and the rear window up there. The rear lights, we'll throw this one in, and then just so you can see the difference, we'll throw the old one in over this side. Plasticky casing, multiple LEDs, looking sweet. Out you come. Let's get the correct one. Let's get the correct one back in there. It doesn't like changing very much. And then on to the rear bumper. As you can see there, the big opening there has been replaced by a diffuser, looking awesome. And we've also just got a little bit of the vents missing and just straightened out, looking incredible. Really like that. Let's get on and finish the rest of this. On you go, in you go, and on you go there. Pretty awesome. For the license plate for this one, I did go with a VM plate and I went for Drag F50. Don't tell Ferrari, it's not really an F50. It's just what it reminds me of. Looking absolutely incredible. We do need to get some interior in, so let's just throw that in very quickly. I have kept the same seats, but I've changed them to red ones, so we go for a bit of Ferrari red in there. Looking awesome. And then on the steering wheel 8, just kept the one that was in there. But I have also noticed something new. Let's just go into the shop. We've got blue seats as well now. I didn't notice them before, so I don't know if they were in before. I'm assuming they've come with this. A lot of them have now got a blue variant on the seat as well, which is definitely really cool. I do love the, not there. I do love the addition of a much more interior options. Looking absolutely incredible. Very pleased with all of them. Looking awesome. I haven't noticed any new steering wheels. There might be some. I just haven't necessarily noticed them yet. But that's looking sweet. Did we get everything? Is that everything? 100%, 100%, 100%. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get this one over to the paint shop. Check out some new liveries and pick what we're going to go with for this beautiful car today. Here we are then in the paint shop with the Arezzo Cortona. Looking absolutely stunning. In a gloss white at the moment. Let's check out some of the liveries that come with this. What it changes, what it adds. Slot number 1, we've got the famous Italia stripe. Top to bottom, front to back. That looks absolutely incredible. Loving that. In slot number 2, what have we got? We have got... Oh, okay. That's looking pretty cool. But that needs to be in a red. Oh, that looks... That's probably what we're going to go for today. Not necessarily in that color scheme in the gloss, maybe something different, but that is looking awesome. You got the Arezzo logos back on the spoiler on the sides there with the Puma. I'm assuming it's a Puma. I don't know, but with the Puma logo on there, looking absolutely incredible. Love that. You've also got the Arezzo badge at the front there, but you do miss the Cortona off of the grille there, but that is looking awesome. Let's just nip it back down to a white. That's the wrong one. Let's have a look. Slot number 3. Oh, we've got a 211 number there. And then the Arezzo on the spoiler in the black stripes going all the way around. That looks pretty smart. What have we got in number 3? Is that the same but in white? Let's just take the brightness off. That is the same but in white. That looks pretty cool as well. Do we have any more? No, that is it. So there's 4 in this one. I am definitely going for, not that, for this. In a red, let's just get this all the way up. But I'm thinking maybe a metallic finish. That looks pretty smart. Hopefully we can try and make these look a little bit more goldy. I mean, they already look pretty gold. Hopefully that's what we're going to try and match in the engine bay. That should look awesome. Metallic red, bit of metallic-y, goldy sort of color on there. Definitely with the gold matching into the rims and maybe the exhaust tips as well if we can. That would be sweet. That's going to look incredible. That's what we're going to go for. Red, gold, and black on the engine there. Red, gold, and black in the suspension underneath, with the wheels definitely being in gold. Not sure about everything else. We'll deal with that when we come to it, but you will see it all in a minute when we start getting everything back together. I need to get everything painted, and then we can crack on with reassembly. Let's start getting this beautiful Arezzo back together, looking shiny and brand new. Into the underside we go. Front suspension cross member. A lot of this is in a chromed out gold. In a chrome gold. Looking absolutely fantastic. I really do love that. In we go. We'll just get these bushings in. Make sure I don't forget them. We've also got the steering rack. I did that one in a black and the front sway bar in a red there. Looking pretty sweet. The inner tie rod in a gold, and then we've got the front knuckle also in that chromed out gold with the outer tie rod in a very metallic looking red there. That's looking sweet. Let's carry on. Bottom suspension arm and the upper suspension arm actually are both in that very metallic sort of body matched red there. Looking pretty sweet. On we go with them. Looking good. There we go. So now we've got the front shock. Let's just get that on. So this is a black shock with a gold spring and a red cap. Looking good on there. Very pleased with them. They look absolutely fantastic. Loving that. Sway bar end link. On we go in the gold to separate the two reds there. And then we've got the front axle knuckle cover in a black with the front wheel hub in that very metallic-y red. Looking great. In we go. On we go to there. Let's get the brake disc on. The wheel hub cap is in that metallic red as well. And then the brake caliper is in a lovely chrome red. that hopefully will look absolutely awesome. Through some gold wheels a little bit later on. Probably going to stick with this style rim. Maybe not this exact one, we shall see. But that is looking fantastic. Really love that. Let's get down the back and get some of this together as well. On we go. We know that piece is gold matching the front. Very similar. And then the upper and lower suspension arms in the metallic red. On we go. On we go. Let's get you in down the bottom as well. In we go. Looking awesome. I'm very pleased with this. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Very much over the top, but it is meant to be. Same with the red cap on the top of this one as the front end there. Looking great. I think, yeah, I really am pleased with how this has turned out. It is looking great. On we go. Let's just start getting the rest of this all back together. On we go there. In we go there. We can't do the drive axle until later on when the gearbox and stuff is in anyway, so we'll skip that part. And then the lovely chrome red brake caliper on there, looking fantastic. I'm not going to do any of the exhaust now. I'm going to do it later after we've done the engine. So that's all we can do for the minute. In fact, we will throw these fuel tanks in. These are both in black. On you go and on you go with the actual fuel pump there. Just in a normal red. Very splash of that normal red. There's not much of it there. So I'm going to crack on, get the rest of this suspension all finished off. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll move on and get the beautiful engine bays all sorted out. Looking fantastic. Ready to drop that massive beast of a V12 in there that's looking insane. Well, there it is in red and gold. Very Tony Stark, Iron Man, looking fantastic. Very gold, very red. I'm loving that. It looks fantastic. But let's move on. Let's get this engine bay all together. We'll start at the front here with the wishy-washy reservoir and the brake servo. In you go. We've got the ABS pump in a gold, looking awesome, and then the module also in a gold on top. I was tempted to do that one in red, but I decided to leave it in the gold. The radiator itself in a lovely gold, and then we swing by underneath as much as we can, which isn't a lot. The fan housing kit is in a black, and then the two fans are in a chrome red. You can't really see them from anywhere, so it was a pointless exercise, but it looks good what you can see nonetheless. Up we go. Let's get the battery in, and then we've got the fuse box base just in a red. This is the other splash of a normal red on here to go with the fuel pump just there. I'll get that all filled in a little bit later on. Let's move down the back. We've got the ECU up here. Oh, I've just realized I've made a mistake because we haven't bought new ECU. So that's the Type B. So we want to go into here, into the tune shop, type ECU. Off we go, and we want to get the Stage 3B ECU. Just get you off of there. We don't need you anymore. We do want you in here, though. The Stage 3 one, 6% increase on there. Looking awesome. Pleased with that. Moving on, we've got a coolant reservoir in here, power steering reservoir in there. And then we've just got these two air filters to go. So the air filters are in a chrome red that's hopefully going to look awesome against the engine when it's done. Should look absolutely fantastic. Looking pretty good themselves just on their own. They wouldn't accept the normal colours at all. So I couldn't get that type of red, or even the plasticky red from the fuse box on it. Had to be chrome to get the colour on. But just to finish it off, we've got some beautiful, beautiful gold clips on here. If I could just get them in. One there. Looking fantastic. I'm going to crack on and finish the rest of this. Squeeze in that little gap to get there. Then we're going to crack on, move on, and get that beautiful V12 engine built up, ready to get dropped in, so we can take this beautiful Arezzo, or however you're pronouncing it, over to the drag strip. What are we going to do on the drag strip today? You are going to have to wait just a little bit longer to find out. Let's go and sort that engine out. Here we are then at the engine stand. Let's get this beautiful V12 all back together. We got a black engine block with that metallic-y red on the oil pan underneath there. Looking fantastic. All the rest of it's all done and ready to go. So let's just crack on. On we go with these beautiful, beautiful engine heads. Now these are in a chromed out gold and they look absolutely incredible in my opinion. So far, black, red and gold on there. All three colours already in. And that is looking beautiful. Really love that. Let's just get the other one on here. On we go. On you go in there. On. Let's get it all bolted up and ready to go. So let's move forward a little bit. Let's get these alternators on. Well, alternators. This alternator on in a chrome gold as well. Looking fantastic at the front of the engine there. Over we go to the power steering pump, which is also in that chrome gold. Look at that. It's looking lovely. Oil filter is in that metallic-y sort of red color, looking great on there. And if we jump around, the fuel filter is also in the same color, looking great. Exhaust manifolds are in the gold, which probably is going to mean the rest of the exhaust is in gold. You'll have to wait a few minutes to find out. Let's just crack on and get the rest of this all together. In we go. On we go. We obviously have got camshafts, spark plugs and camshaft caps to go in. I'll just quickly show you. I won't actually do them now, but if we look here, in fact, let's go into a middle one a bit more. Camshaft A, in you go. Once that pops in, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 camshaft caps on each camshaft. So I'm going to crack on, get all of these on along with the spark plugs in and then cam gears on as well. And I'll be back in just a moment. There we go. That's all the camshaft caps, camshaft spark plugs and cam gears in. And let's move down to the front and carry on. Timing chain shoe in the middle is in a chrome gold. Probably a weird colour, but it will make sense in a minute. Serpentine belt in a black, just so that we don't have to look at the writing on it. On we go, and on we go with the other 2 shoes there not painted. So the bottom of timing cover there is in that metallic red, looking absolutely fantastic. I really do love that. It looks great. And then the top 2 timing covers are in a black. On we go, and on we go with you there. Looking awesome. And let's carry on. The timing cover for that middle piece is also in a gold, which is why the back piece needed to be gold as well to make it all fit. Water pump, chrome gold, looking fantastic. Loving that. Oh, that does look, on that red, that looks beautiful. Thermostat also in that chrome gold on there as well. On we go, on we go. Then we've got the idle rollers. They're just in black up here and up here. On we go. And then the 2 water pump pulleys are also just in a black there, just to sort of give a bit of depth to the front of this engine with all the colours. There we go. Crankshaft pulley, though, chrome gold. Had to be. Look at that. Looking fantastic. And then we've got a belt to go on there. And then one more piece, a belt tensioner in the gold just to finish off that front. That is looking stunning. I really do think that looks beautiful. Let's jump up, though. We've got a bit more to go. So the engine head covers are in that metallic red. They do start in red, and the metallic red actually isn't that much different to the red that's already on there. So they probably just look the normal colour from there. Pretty sweet. The ignition coils, they're in a black to finish that one off. I won't do that one yet. I'll come back to that. Let's just get the other head on, and then I can get all of them ignition coils in, and we can move on to the next part. There we go then. All the ignition coils in, looking fantastic. Just a bit of black topping on top of them red engine head covers. Looking fantastic, but let's move on. We've got a little bit more to go. Intake manifold in a chrome gold, looking beautiful on there. Loving that piece, looking fantastic. And then we've got a fuel rail on here in that metallic red, and then the 2 throttles also in that metallic red. Just popping off the side there, looking absolutely stunning. Let's get this dropped into the car in just a minute. I'm going to grab some pictures. We'll get it dropped in, then we can get this one ready to go outside in the sun and looking fantastic. This engine really is looking beautiful. I'm enjoying this. Loving this new DLC content so far. I don't know what I wasn't going to like about it anyway, but let's grab some pictures and get this one dropped in. Time to get this absolute beast dropped in to our beautiful little Arezzo. Whatever we're calling it, looking fantastic. Really do love that engine. Very, very pleased with that. Let's get it dropped in, though, and see how good this looks inside the engine bay. In you go. Let's just get you put away. Oh, look at that gold piece just shining off the top there, looking fantastic. Very red inside the engine bay, so I'm glad we did a lot of gold on that with a splash of black there. Looking stunning. All of this matching up. Absolutely loving that. But we have got a few pieces left to go in, so let's just get it up in the air and get back underneath it. We've got a gear shift. Gear shift? We haven't got a gear shift. We've got a gearbox to go in, and then we've got some drive axles as well. So the gearbox is in a metallic red, bouncing off the black of that engine bay, looking really good. And then just sneaking around down here, the starter itself also in a red there. On we go. These front exhaust sections, they're in gold. Why wouldn't they be? They're looking fantastic. And while we're on this side, we'll just get this rear drive axle in. In you go, also in a beautiful chrome gold. Let's get around to the other side. Get this other drive axle in you go. Looking good. Front exhaust section in as well. And then this lovely beast of a rear exhaust piece also in that fantastic looking gold there. I am absolutely loving that. That's about all we can do for a minute, but I do want to just take a quick look before we move on, because that should look absolutely stunning. Loving them gold exhaust tips through there. Oh, that just looks absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to get it down a little bit lower so we can have a bit more of a leaned look into it. Looking cool. And to get some wheels done. Get all of these liquids topped up in and around here. This is going to be fantastic. Then we'll get this one outside in the sun, ready to take it over to the drag strip once we've done a little bit of tuning. Well, there we have it. The Arezzo Cortona absolutely all finished off, looking stunning in its metallic red. and goldy yellow with very much gold accents, especially inside that engine bay. Looking absolutely stunning in there. I really do love that. This one looks fantastic, but we've got to move on. I'm trying to make these as quick as I can. So the rims here, we've gone for the rims 40A. We've matched the yellow to the livery. Blacked out pieces on the rim, two-tone. Loving that. They've changed the sizes just a little bit. We've gone up to a 19-inch front rim here, 245 width and a 30 profile on there. Looking fantastic, especially with that red chrome brake caliper just popping through there. Looking stunning. Down at the back, not much different, just a little bit wider. These are a 19-inch rim again, with a 335 profile, 335 width, sorry, and a 30 profile on there. Looking absolutely stunning. Really do love this. It looks beautiful, especially them gold-tipped exhausts. This is absolutely beautiful. Loving this. Let's just get it open and take a look in there. Looking stunning. Absolutely love it. Let's jump inside and see what this beautiful V12 sounds like. Love this interior. So retro, the proper digital dials up there. And then a manual transmission gearbox in there. But let's get this one started up. See what she sounds like. Not the best tick over in the world. Doesn't really sound like there's much going on. But let's give it some gas. Oh, that red line's quite a lot there, doesn't it? Loving the sound of that beautiful sounding V12. But we got to get this one onto the dyno, see what power it's got today, give it a bit of a tune-up, and then set it down on the drag strip and see what we can do. We're going to enter a competition today and see if we can win. Here we are then on the dyno with the Arezzo Cortona V12 double overhead cam engine, 520 factory horsepower. I've already tuned the ECU and the gearbox ready to go. No carburetors on this one, but how much power have we added? Wow, a gain of 590 horsepower. That is insane. 114%. Wow, a whole new engine on top of there already. Two V12s, a V24 on this one as it stands at the moment. 1,110 horsepower with the drag rating of A975. That's a pretty good drag rating as far as I can tell, considering 999 is the highest number I think you can go. But let's have a look at the gearbox tuning setup for this one today. There it is, 3.85 ratio, 123 kilometers an hour in first gear, up to 418 in fifth gear. Don't think we'll quite get to there, but we should get some good numbers. And here is the ECU tuning, a plus of 12%. There's no point me showing you what I can do here because I just randomly click until I get a good number down there. 12% is a very good number. Even if I go up one on this, it's still 10%. So 12% on there is very good. We're going to make sure that is on there, so we'll leave that. As I said, there's no carburetor, so we can't do any carburetor tuning. But let's get this one over to the drag strip. Now we're going to do a drag and knockout competition for this one today. First one in. We're not always going to do a drag knockout competition. I just feel like it'd be a bit of fun to do the very first one as a drag knockout. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Here we are then at the drag strip. This is the menu. We've seen it once before. We did warm up and practice last time. We're not going to do quick pit. That is random. Pick a class, race with randomized car setup. So we want to be racing with our own car, so we don't want that. 1v1, one run with your vehicle's opponent matched to your car's class. That's probably what we're normally going to do. But for this one today, we're going to do a series of races, bet race, and win prizes. King of the Sands tournament. We're going to stick with the 1 mile, and we're obviously can't go lower because ours is an A-class, so we're in the A-class league. It's 1,000 credits entry fee. Okay, that's good to know. Make a note of that. We've paid £1,000 to start. Now, where is our first race? Our first race is against the Carrera GT. That's pretty good. I'm not going to do any betting to get started with. And also, some of the names in here are some of my Steam Workshop friends. There's a few of them there looking good. And my brother just down there. I'm liking that. Good addition with the names there. So let's just get started. Let's go in and see where we end up. First race goes to another Cortana. Then we got the Hammerdale Stroll. Oh, that's enough of that. We're into our own race now. There she is. There's the Carrera GT we'll be racing up against. Before we jump in, let's just take a look. That beautiful Carrera there on the start line, ready to get started. So in a second, we'll jump in. We'll do our first race. We'll see how well we do. And we'll take not an average, but we'll take the best time we get over this competition to be our marks for the speederboard. Here we are then. Inside, we know the drill. Hold the handbrake, hold the throttle. Let's go. How good can we do? Off the line, not too bad. Into second, not too bad at all. Then into third, doing pretty well. Up to 250, there it is. Into fourth gear. Where are we going to finish up on this 1 mile strip? We're doing quite well. We are in the lead. That Carrera GT is nowhere to be seen, thank God for that. But what are we going to get at the finish line? Come on, you can do it, get a car. That was 3:71, I believe. There we go. Our first run in the quarter of a mile time was 9.317 at 264 kilometers an hour, and our 1 mile was at 22.516 at 371 kilometers an hour. That's pretty good. Quite happy with them stats there. Very impressed. There we go. That is the first round down. We have made it through. We're against a Pagani Zonda Revolution next. And we've earned 750 credits just for winning our first race. So let's jump in and let's get into race number 2. On we go. Look at them already winning. Now it's our turn. On to the track we go. Here she is, looking stunning. That beautiful green Pagani there. Really loving that. That's looking sick. Beautiful looking car there. Are we going to beat it today? Let's jump in. Let's go. Let's find out. Off we go. There we go. Into second. Into third. Not doing too bad. Not as good a start as last time, I don't think. Into fourth. Where are we? Still in the lead. I'm happy with that. Keep going. Into fifth. Now we just need to keep it going until the end of the runway. End of the strip, should I say. Looking good. Come on. Are we going to win? I think we are. Nice. What was our finishing speed and times? That time 3:71 again. That's pretty good. 22.467. A bit faster on that one. And also a bit faster to the quarter of a mile at 9.250. Awesome. That's it now. We're in to the semi-final. We're against the Hammerdal Stral S, the Thor edition. We've got a slightly harder opponent than the Salem Spectre SR. Let's jump in. Who's going to win that first race? Oh, we don't know. I didn't... What? I just want to... Oh, it's because I just tapped it. So press enter. I've got mine set to 1 because I've got a 1 on my mouse. So let's see. Let's get on. Oh, the Hammerdal won that one. So we've got to beat this Hammerdal to make it into the final. There she is. Oh, that looks beautiful. Absolutely loving this. This is looking stunning. Let's just have a quick look at that Hammerdal on the start line. Looking beautiful. Jump back inside. Let's go. Off we go. Ready, go. Oh, bad start. Oh, is that us disqualified? Or do we get to go again? That's us disqualified, and we are out because I over-jumped the line. That is a bit of a shame, but there we go. We got 2 good runs in, and I failed the third run. Bad go on me, but that is what it is. Who is going to win the final battle, though? It is the Thor edition of the Hammerdal Stral. We did gain 2,250 credits, which means we're up 1,250 because we paid 1,000 to enter the competition, so not too bad at all. There we have it then. The second entry on the drag racing lead speed aboard the Arezzo Cortona. 1,110 horsepower, 9.25 seconds for the quarter mile and 22.467 for the 1 mile at a speed of 371 kilometers an hour or 230 miles per hour. Lovely little picture of it down there with our first opponent, the Porsche Carrera GT in our... That should be second place, really. We'll swap that around before the next episode. Third place should go in that side. But there we go. I've made a little mistake. They're going to happen. But looking beautiful. Absolute. And the photos you can get on the drag strip. You can't take photos, your normal print screen photo, that kind of jobby. But looking beautiful. I love the lighting on the drag strip. It is insane. That looks so good. But let's go check out the car. We still have it out the front. We're not getting rid of it just yet. There she is. Looking absolutely fantastic. Loving all the details under there. And, well, that engine, I just think that looks absolutely incredible. So pleased with how that turned out today in the red and gold. And them gold-tipped exhausts look absolutely fantastic. Very, very beautiful. Let's jump into some facts and figures about this one. Them chrome red brake calipers sticking through there. We bought the car for $77,869, and if you stuck around for long enough at the beginning, you would have known that we lost out on $17,571 before we even started on this beautiful, beautiful car. It really is a beautiful car. I love the look of this thing. We've since spent $101,716 modifying, painting, and getting this one looking as good as it does right now, and it really does look absolutely fantastic. Loving this one. Putting our total spend at 179,585. Can we make a profit from this one? Let's jump in. Let's have a look. Straight into the cash screen. There we go. 535,394 is the sale price. That's pretty good. Take away our 179,585. Leaves us with a profit of 355,809, but we've got more. We paid 1,000 to enter the drag race, and we came away with 2,250. So that gives us a profit there of 1,250, pitting our total profit from this Arezzo Cortona, which I've probably said different every time, but never mind, 357,059 credits. Absolutely fantastic. It is now all 100% complete, looking absolutely fantastic with that much improved engine in there. Insane, but it's time to say goodbye. Off you go to the first of our DLC cars, the Arezzo Cortona. Absolutely stunning. Away you go. Very, very beautiful. Definitely really enjoyed that. What have we got up next? Well, it's going to be another one of the DLC cars. What have we got? This is the Bolt Reptilia R6. This one is fantastic. Base model again, didn't manage to find the, I think it's the PR8. I can't remember exactly. It might be, but this one is in not bad condition at all, with the V8 overhead valve CGM N1D engine. Now, we've got two options there. We've got the SC version or the normal. I don't know which one's more powerful. We'll have to find out in the next episode. 490 horsepower from factory on this one. Not quite as good as the Arezzo, but still very good nonetheless. Did we get a good deal on this one? Absolutely not. I bought it for 173,754 and could sell it for 169,166, losing out on 4,588. Not quite as much as the Arezzo, but still quite a bit. Definitely enjoyed that one today, and I'm definitely going to enjoy this one on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving me a comment to let me know what you think of today's build or what we should do with tomorrow's build. That is it, though. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.